Hey y'all, I want y'all to explain something to me. I want y'all to explain this phenomenon to me because it's puzzling to me and I don't understand it, right? The Clippers are this excellent defensive team. You know, they got the best defensive duo since Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Let's Skip Bayless tell it. You know, the Clippers got 3 all defensive team members on their squad, right? And they got this great defensive coach in Doc Rivers. But yet and still, they managed to blow double-digit leads time and time again, game after game to the Denver Nuggets. I'm not understanding it, y'all. Y'all let me know something, right? They mojo is not right now. Because honestly, there is no way they should have lost this game. At one point, they was up by what, 15, 16, 17 or something like that? They had the game in the bag, but they continuously let Denver come back on them and keep firing off on them time and time again. Big Jokic out there stroking from deep, y'all. I mean, like he out there looking like KD, popping them boys. And I'm looking like, bro, if y'all don't close out on him, what is going on? What is going on? Like, but yet and still, I gotta give credit to the Denver Nuggets, man. This is a relentless team when you talk about perseverance, when you look up perseverance in the dictionary, you should see a picture of the entire roster. Because it don't matter what the odds are in the series. It don't matter what they down by or nothing. They could be down 3-1 like that was in the last series against Utah. And in this series now, they're going to still keep fighting and believe that they can keep coming back. And that's a credit to the team and also to the head coach, Mike Malone. I got to give credit to him because he keep having these young boys coming out and playing for him. And they believing in each other, right? And I'm going to say this too. I feel like what Michael Porter Jr. said about them needing to run the offense through other players outside of Jokic and Jamal Murray. I felt like he was telling the truth. No lie. I didn't like him telling it to the media though, but I'm going to tell you this. It may have lit a fuse under this Denver Nuggets team. It might have sparked them for real because they've been playing totally different since then. Playing with all type of intensity, playing with it. Like, I mean, they are going after it. They out there playing team ball and getting everybody open shots. Big Jokic down there in the paint. He sees somebody open. He kicking it out. They got great ball movement and knocking down shots. And the role players are stepping up as well, man. And look, I'm going to say this too. Pat Bev, you my Chicago brother, right? You my Chicago brother. I'm happy that you got to the league and found you a niche and got you that big money, big contract, right? I'm happy for my brother. But fouling out in 18 minutes with 2 points is not acceptable. It damn sure not acceptable for a starting point guard. Fouling out in 18 minutes and getting 2 points, that is not cool. That's not cool, man. The Clippers were outscored by nearly 30 points in the second half, y'all. The second half, the Clippers were outscored 64-35 in that second half. Denver was not playing with them. And truth be told, like, I still got the Clippers winning this series. You know what I mean? I'm talking to my pops, and he talking to me we watching the game on the phone together. And he like, Malcolm, they might lose this series. Talking about the Clippers. I think otherwise, I think the Clippers still going to pull it out. But damn, man, these young boys is like they losing double-digit leads a lot. And I know some of y'all going to say, well, you know, they're going to go to the second, they're going to advance to the finals and, you know, the Lakers don't have shooters like, you know, the Nuggets and that the Nuggets have and Jamal Murray and Jokic and all them guys. They don't have that on their team. Yes, because Danny Green and them have been struggling. But still, them giving up double-digit leads, that ain't cool. They shot 41% from the field compared to 54% that the Denver Nuggets shot. Denver Nuggets shot 54% from the field while the Clippers shot 41%, right? And they getting outscored like crazy. The Nuggets shot 48% from three. The Clippers shot 37%. And again, all the pressure is on the Clippers right now because the Nuggets, they're not supposed to be here in the first place. They're not even supposed to be here at all because, truth be told, people wrote them off when they went down 3-1 against the Jazz. So right now they're playing off a lot of adrenaline and they got a lot of like truth be told, all the momentum is on their side right now. And this one thing about them, these young boys don't quit. They coming at these dudes and they balling. And in the previous game, I got to give it up to Paul Millsap because Paul Millsap, the veteran of the group, really helped to spark them boys. And I think that them boys play well together and they believing in each other. So the Clippers they got to come out and play totally different, man. I'm going to say this. Kawhi and them played a good game. Paul George and them played a good game as well. The role players, they got to do something, and they got to do something defensively because they defense is looking trash, getting shredded out there, and they got the best dude. They got the deepest team in the league. Everybody tell me they the deepest team in the league and all of that. And you know they got all these defensive specialists. And Doc Rivers is the defensive-minded coach the best defensive-minded coach you done seen in a long, long time. And they keep blowing double-digit leads. Riddle me that. Tell me what's going on, brother. Y'all got to let me know what's cracking, because this ain't it. This is not it, fam. And, it's going to go to Game 7. I still got the Clippers winning, because I'm excited to see LeBron, my boy LeBron, match up against the Clippers, because I know if the Denver Nuggets win, they lucky. Even though if the Clippers do lose, they never going to give the Denver Nuggets credit. They're going to say, oh, well, they're never going to acknowledge that the Nuggets are a good team. They're going to say, well, if LeBron beat the Nuggets, if they were to play the Nuggets and LeBron were to beat them, they're going to say, oh, well, he got the easy road because he didn't face the Clippers. So, yeah, I want the Clippers to win so it can be that matchup head-to-head, so, LeBron can go against the juggernaut team, because truth be told, the Clippers are the favorite in that matchup. People are favoring the Clippers in the matchup with the Lakers, right? And that's cool. But I want to see LeBron go up with the head dogs that everybody feel like is the top dogs in the league, and I want to see him defeat those guys. But look, I don't know, man. The mojo is in the favor of the Denver Nuggets. Again, I got the Clippers winning, but, man, look, Big Jokic out there balling. He had 34, 14 points, 7 assists, right? Jamal Murray had 21, 5, and 5. That ain't really a usual night from him, but it was a balanced attack, a balanced effort. Michael Porter Jr. had 13 points and 7 rebounds. Monte Morris had 10 points, 4 assists, 1 rebound, right? You had Gary Harris with 16 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. You had different guys stepping up in different ways, man. Guys coming up and providing things in quick little spurts. Torrey Craig providing great defense for them, getting them 5 rebounds, 7 points. Like, guys are making shots and making the right plays and right passes. They're not missing defensive assignments, and they getting each other high percentage shots. Jokic open all the time. They had to switch Kawhi on him. All right, cool. Put Kawhi on me. I'm going to find the other open man and knock down the shot. Gary Harris Jr. going to knock down the shot for me. What's the boy name? Monte Morris going to drive to the lane. So on and so forth, man. And it's boding well for this team, man. Doc got a... As great as Doc is defensively, and everybody, they the best defensive team. They the best defensive team since sliced bread, and they got all these. They got 3 All NBA defensive team members. It's up to them to get stops. You know what I mean? And they have to respond vigorously when they have an onslaught. When they're experiencing an onslaught from the Denver Nuggets, they got to know how to stop the bleeding. Doc supposed to know how to stop it, and the 3 All defensive team members. They got to figure out how to stop that. Because right now, Jokic ain't playing with them, man. And they are confident. They're poised. When they went down, they had that little nice little deficit. I watched Mike Malone body language. I watched the players. They stayed cool. Mike Malone like, look, we done been here before. We done been down in big games. We done been in these elimination type games, elimination type situations time and time again. It's something that we can do, and we can keep it up. And the way they played in that third quarter, I say, listen, the Clippers in for some trouble, because these boys, they got a lot of fight in them. They not letting up. They not letting their foot off the gas. They not taking their foot off their necks. They keep coming, right? And I think the Clippers are used to teams when they go on a deep run. Some teams fold under pressure. They fold, they give up, they give in, and they let Paul George and Kawhi just keep on raining on them. Lou Will start raining on them. Montrez start raining on them. JaMychal Green start raining on them. Pat Bev would get his in, and everybody just fall down to their feet. Marcus Morris, all of them. What happens with this team is, yeah, they get down, but they still keep their head up, keep playing. Keep playing, keep trying to play defense. Keep trying to get good shots. Keep coming, keep drawing fouls. And it results in good things for them. And again, like my pops said, my pops was watching, we on the phone, he like, hey, during the game, he like, hey, Pat got to stop fouling. He said, man, listen, Pat gonna put teams in a bonus. He fouled too damn much. I understand being aggressive and trying to rough up the opposing team, trying to play physical with Jamal Murray to knock him off his game or whatever, but you got to do it smart. You the starting guard, and we know Pat is he is an offensive liability. Sometimes he can knock down some threes, he can get you some points here and there, but he is not a go-to scorer. But at the same time, brother, fouling out with 2 points in 18 minutes, that's bad, brother. That is bad. That's not cool. That ain't good. So, I mean, I expect Doc to go to the drawing board and talk to these guys, and, he probably going to galvanize them to have a better performance the second time around. But I'm looking at this, fam, like, come on, G. Like, come on, bro. Like, for real, bro, like, That's not acceptable for them to have this type of performance in the second half. They got outscored 64, to 35, I said? Yeah, 64 to 35. Nah, that ain't gonna cut it, man. So we're gonna see what the Clippers can do in the games. They're in a game 7. Denver Nuggets are in another game 7. And they've been in this situation before, so their spirits are gonna be high. Yes, the Clippers have a much better team. They have a much better arsenal of players who can do an array of things compared to the Denver Nuggets. So they should be able to adjust this game 7, and get these boys up out of here, right? And it's not saying that they're gonna play bad if they advance, and they're gonna play play bad against the Lakers, because there was times where LeBron would go into a 7-game series and the Cavaliers, they would go into seven-game series with one team and sweep the next. Now, I don't think no way in hell the Clippers are sweeping the Lakers. It's going to be a dogfight, a battle back and forth. But I think they still going to manage to figure out a way to win this series and do whatever they got to do to win this series, especially with the talent and personnel that they have on their roster. It's in their favor. But I'm going to say this. I love the way Mike Malone coaches these guys, man, for real. And quiet as kept, my boy Melvin acknowledged this, for real. Michael Porter Jr.'s comments may have lit a fire under them, and now they're motivated more than ever to prove teams wrong, and they playing with a chip on their shoulder, man. They against all odds. They ain't got nothing to lose. And when a team don't have nothing to lose, they gonna play for everything. They gonna come for everything when they ain't got nothing to lose. They ain't got nothing. They coming for everything. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's gonna be a scratch and claw game, but I think that overall the talent on the Clippers will prevail against the Nuggets. But we shall see. Stay tuned. I just want all y'all to figure out and riddle me how this great defensive team keep blowing these double-digit leads time and time again. That is unacceptable from the two greatest defensive duos since Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, according to Skip Bayless, Lord Jesus. That's what Skip Bayless said. So y'all let me know what time that is. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.